Hello there, and happy Halloween. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, wonderful Halloween. And what I'd like to do today is take you on a little tour of the town I live in, Cookeville, Tennessee. Now, this isn't going to be just your run-of-the-mill tour. This is going to be your very own haunted Cookeville tour. And we are going to go to two spots here in Cookeville, which are supposedly haunted. So come along with me and enjoy the ride. That is Crazy George's Bridge, and it is one of the few haunted places here in Cookeville. We are on Brotherton Mountain, where we're going to go for both the places we are visiting today. And the thing about Crazy George's Bridge is that if you pull up on it in the middle of the night, or past midnight, stop your car, it will not start up again. Now, it's called Crazy George's Bridge because this is where a gentleman by the name of Crazy George died. Well, he didn't actually die on the bridge. He died on the railroad below it. To be honest, I don't know how the bridge comes into play at all. But all I know is that George was drunk. He ended up either passed out or knocked out on the tracks below. A train came and he was suddenly shorter by a head. Now, cars keep on coming, so I'm going to just walk down there real quick, take a video, and come back. But the other part of this story, or the haunting of the bridge, is that if you say Crazy George's name three times on that bridge, you'll see a light come down the railroad, which will eventually reveal itself to be a headless man. And here comes a car. This is Crazy George's Bridge. And this is the railroad track. And I'm going to walk off the track now because cars keep on coming and you don't stand in the middle of the road. And this is the second stop on our haunted Cookeville trip. This is Stamps Cemetery, or as it's also known as, the Witches Cemetery. Now, you'll see the most interesting thing here is these graves. They're very unique. Now, the other thing you will see, and my apologies, I don't like creeping up on it, is the interesting symbols on these graves, like the upside down star. And I believe there's also a up-facing star. And these are basically the unusual grave design, and those symbols are what led people to believe this is a witch's cemetery. And I believe the colloquial idea is that the stars facing down are bad witches, and the ones facing up are good witches. Which I'm casually familiar with the paranormal and the occult, I'm pretty sure that's not the case, but that's neither here or there. And yeah, again, there's these graves. People believe that they're designed like this to keep these spirits or witches entombed. And, yeah, that's nice. What it actually is, well, there's a couple different thoughts on what these are, the purpose of these are. First off, they are called tent coffins or tent graves. And for whatever reason, they were very popular in the South, specifically here on the Cumberland Plateau, but other places in the South around a certain time period. Just, man, everyone just had to have these graves. And one of the thought processes behind that is that a lot of people here around the 1800s came from places like Scotland and Ireland, where they traditionally buried their dead in cairns, basically piling up rocks on people. And this, using concrete slabs, made a, an attractive, easier alternative to that. Other thought processes is that having graves like this will prevent them from being disturbed by animals and other people, and would also prevent it from sinking into the ground, which, here in the hills of Appalachia, runoff is a thing. I don't know. Any which way, I mean, a lot of it just really sounds like they were just stylish at the time, and this was the fad. Now, regarding the stars on these gravestones, what people say is that Stamps, the guy who cut these gravestones, was illiterate and couldn't sign his name. So, in lieu of putting his signature on his work, he put a star on it. Why they're inconsistent stars, I don't know. But it is what it is. As far as reports of witchcraft and whatnot happening here, as far as I know, it doesn't exist. Both this and Crazy George's Bridge have the benefit of being near Tennessee Tech University, where college students would go ahead and spread the stories of the haunted bridge and the haunted cemetery. And, well, we all love creepy, spooky things. And regardless of if this place is haunted or carries witches or whatnot, it's a very beautiful place. And Brotherton Mountain, where we're at, is absolutely beautiful. Walk over there in a second. And, regardless of what I think and what people think, people pay respect to these graves. These are fresh flowers. Well, they're fake flowers, but they're fresh. We've got stones and change sitting up on these. So, I won't say anything out of respect for those people. And let's go over here for a second. You can't quite see it, but there's a very beautiful valley just beyond these trees. And this cemetery sits, well, just in a very beautiful place. As I mentioned before, people love creepy, spooky things, especially this time of year. I am filming this on Halloween. And I don't think it's disrespectful to the memory of people in these cemeteries to have these stories. I think having, or wishing, hoping, believing that there are places out there where the veil between reality and fantasy and the paranormal is thin. Whether Stamp Cemetery or Crazy George's Bridge is one of those places, I don't know. It's not really up to me to decide. All I know, it's a beautiful Halloween, and it's going to be delightfully spooky for some people, and I'm happy for them. So, thank you for joining me on my very brief tour of the haunted places I know of in Cookeville. I will talk to you guys later, and I hope you have a great Halloween.